Welcome back to Trading Rolly. Ethereum finally breaking out from the ascending triangle, all-time highs. Bitcoin making a move. We're going to look at the technicals, look at some charts. In fact, I'm going to show you my altcoin portfolio rapid fire through those charts. All right, so hit that like, leave a comment for me. Subscribe, tick the bell for notifications. Remember, these are my own ideas and opinions on the market, so please do your own research and trade at your own risk. All right, I'm not your financial advisor, but we're making money in crypto. I can say that. So Bitcoin bouncing. It's up 7.5% right now. Ethereum 12% on that large breakout. We can see Litecoin 15%. So yesterday's video I talked about Cardano moving, and Cardano was kind of taking the lead. Will Ethereum follow? And we're seeing that. And we're seeing the majors actually moving. So Bitcoin rallied to 40K, consolidated above 30K, allowed some of those altcoins, DeFi plays to start pumping. Now Bitcoin seems to be on the move. Ethereum, Litecoin, we saw Chainlink moving. All right, so Crypto Fear and Greed Index is at a 78. We still have room to go to the upside. We saw how for 2 months we ranged in the 90s and we're only at a 78, so we can move up in that fear and greed index. All right, altcoin season, we're shifting to the altcoin season. Still neutral zone, we're not quite there yet. This is the past year. Let's look at all time just so you can see. All right, so this was back in 2018. That was the 2017 top, so there's plenty of room to run as far as this metric goes. blockchaincenter.net, check it out. It's pretty interesting. It can show you in the last 90 days, aka this season, which coins have outperformed Bitcoin. No affiliation. I don't see anybody else showing this, so check it out. Is it altcoin month? Yes. Is it altcoin season? No. All right. Anyways, let's take a look at the charts. Ethereum on the breakout. We'll start with Ethereum and then go to Bitcoin. And I'm going to rifle through all of the coins in my holding. So I got about 25 of them. So we're going to keep it moving. I want to make these short videos. Okay, so let me get a glass of water here. Ethereum was putting in an ascending triangle. Typically, this is a bullish pattern, especially in a macro uptrend. Finally getting that break above. This is what we wanted to see. We saw this with Cardano yesterday, and now Ethereum is following. We can see that Litecoin is breaking out of this downtrend as well. Let me fix that. All right. So, I mean, with Ethereum, this was everything that we've been waiting on. This has been a long consolidation, so this is finally happening. If you get a retest, which is always possible, you can have a breakout retest, and you would look for this to hold as support and then bounce. If this happens, this would be a great opportunity to buy there if you get that opportunity. Things can move fast, all right? And there are a lot of fake breakouts. You know, it wouldn't be the first time something to break out like this and end up crashing hard. So you have to be careful. That's why some people who play it more safe wait for this bounce, okay? Me personally, I was, well, accumulating way down here, but accumulating in here. Now that we're breaking out, I'm just going to sit back and chill. Ethereum is going to be a long hold for me. Institutions are getting in Bitcoin, and then second, they're getting into Ethereum. This is definitely an investment for me more than it is a trade. Okay, so that's what you're looking at there. Potential price targets. I did say on my Twitter at Crypto Rolly. I know this is Trading Rolly, but you know, we're getting a little crazy, a little moon boy status on Twitter. So at Crypto Rolly on Twitter, I've pinned it to the top. I'm looking at a 2K possibly, just on this initial like bull flag move. We can draw it right now. The first short-term move. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you. So maybe if you take it from here to there, we'll change this to purple, and then we can copy that, drag it over and see where our target is. pull this down. So this is taking us just above 2,000, 2,100. So an even 2,000 target just on this move here. This could go to 3,000, 10,000. I mean, guys, people think that Ethereum is the new Bitcoin. There's a lot of hype around this. I mean, as long as Bitcoin continues going higher, Ethereum will go. And Ethereum is just now breaking above its all-time high here. And when Bitcoin broke its all-time high, it doubled from 20K to 40K pretty fast. So 1,400 doubled would be a 2,800 target. And then finally, to wrap it up on Ethereum, let's just do a fib retrace. Okay. So this would be the retrace, and then we look at those extensions. I have 2280 as a 1.618 target. Your 2.618 is at 3,600, and your 3.618 is at 5,000. Okay, 5K Ethereum. Just write that down, because look, Bitcoin went to its 3.618. In fact, okay. If you look at Bitcoin. Might as well do that now. Fib retracement. Was it this one? Let me take a look. Not that one. So, different time frame for sure. I believe it was this one though. But if you did this swing high to that swing low, we did hit that 3.618 around 41,000. All right. Slightly different time frame, but you can see how these targets are met. So 5K is fair for me with Ethereum. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin on the short term. We all know the weekly chart is above all moving averages. And we could talk about downside targets. But right now, Bitcoin is breaking out above this descending trend line. You can see that on the daily. All right, nice daily close above it. And if you go closer, you can see our target. So you saw resistance right here, and price did pause there. You got a rejection, wick down, but the bulls kept pushing. You even consolidated here, and now moving up on the 4-hour. And your horizontal resistance will be, these previous peaks, and you saw that rejected there as well. This is 37,500. Could potentially be resistance again if we move that direction. And if you can break that, then you're, breaking this lower high structure, high, lower high, lower high. Break above, this seems like it's a critical resistance. I think if you can break above 37,500, we'll retest 41,000 and possibly higher. We could range, we could just range some more and let altcoins do their thing. But do their thing. That was Atlanta for you. Michael Saylor is having like a conference or whatever. He's pitching BTC to a lot of CEOs, publicly traded companies, talking about putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So could we see a new move in Bitcoin, some more capital from the institutions coming in here? Possibly. I mean, we took off once the Square news came out, PayPal news, Michael Saylor started pumping it. We took off. So it's definitely possible. I would not underestimate Bitcoin's potential, considering the target stock to flow plan B is minimum of 100K, and we should probably overshoot that a bit too. So the space is looking healthy, and maintaining above 30K is bullish for Bitcoin. And that's about it. I mean, could we come back lower? It's possible. I mean, we could range, like I said. Bollinger Bands. I mean, your Bollinger Band support is at 34,065. If you came back down, so 34,000, I would like to see hold. I would like to stay above this at least. If we drop, we'll reconsider. But right now, I feel bullish. Your 4-hour Stoke coasting up, but hasn't crossed back down yet. And your RSI is looking to make another run at it to the, bullish territory. Some say it's overbought, but honestly, You want in a bull run, you're going to see the RSI, also known as relative strength index. You want to see this in the bullish zone, and often, you know, quote unquote, overbought. All right. This, you know, overbought, oversold is better for ranging, you know, stuck in like a sideways range and calling the top and bottoms. But, you know, once you start moving, you can't, you know, once you see that momentum to the upside, just, you know, take this overbought stuff with a grain of salt. At that point, you want to look at your Bollinger Band, see that rising support there, or moving averages are also great in a trending market. So moving averages or Bollinger Bands, when the price is moving and consolidating, you want to do the RSI. Stochastic is really good. And, you know, I always preach when I'm looking for a good, you know, say I have an investment and I want to add to that investment, where would I buy and add is when the stochastics and the RSI are low. So I love a 4-hour or a daily stoch cross up. And BTC daily stoch is crossed up and rising. Broke that downtrend on the RSI, found support above that blue 50 simple, back above all moving averages, breaking above this downtrend. So far good. The volume's pretty lacking, pretty low though. So hopefully we can see an increase. If we don't see an increase in volume, possibly Bitcoin could consolidate a little further. All right. Hit that like, leave a comment. Any thoughts on what I've just gone over with Ethereum and Bitcoin? And now I'm going to just do a rapid fire. We'll probably take off the moving averages, just look at our stochastics, keep it to like the daily, maybe 4-hour if we're interested, and mostly using horizontal lines of support and resistance. Okay. And that's how I can just maintain lots of positions, but also my positions, the larger conviction, confidence, and faith I have in a position, the larger my allocation would be. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are my top holdings. If it's something that could possibly, you know, 10x to 100x, but isn't a market leader, small cap, I'll have a smaller allocation towards that. Maybe if I see it moving, I can add more in, you know, on a trade. So I will like double up on it for the trade and then take profits from that trade, but leave the initial investment in as one strategy. But you see what I'm saying? The larger the market cap, basically for me with crypto, and this is crypto specific, the larger the market cap, the larger my allocation is. Unless, you know, I got in early on something and it happened to pop and it's just a good, like, I mean, I have a large Uniswap position and it's all house money. I've already taken out my initial investment, already profited. So, you know, I could just skim profits along the way is another thing too. So without further ado, let's get into it. DOT in this sideways range here, third largest holding. Basically, you know, getting a possible cross up, getting a little rejection here. We want to see this daily stoch cross back up to the upside, continue rising. You got resistance around 1950. And once you can break this sideways channel, if you can break it to the upside, I would expect, you know, looks like a bull flag, bull pennant, sorry, whatever you like to call it. And we'll say about $30 would be your target on DOT, okay? But I like this one. And if you fell harder, you could possibly, you see this wick here? You know, you could draw a horizontal there, possibly around $12. And then it would be down here. And this is what I do with my altcoins. Down here just above $10. All right. And then we have Cardano breaking out from this ascending triangle. And your daily stoch crossed up. Looks good. like Cardano. So my portfolio, you know, for some people might be a bit bland or vanilla. Um, I stick to Coinbase and Kraken. So say what you say, okay? But I also, I like stocks too. I don't like to get too deep down the rabbit hole. And for me, these are performing well enough, and I'm happy with what I have. Okay? So you can see the weekly breaking above this critical resistance at 38 cents. This we've been waiting for ADA for a while, and I think this next peak at $1 is the next target. So from 38 cents, that's 150% gain. I like Cardano. Chainlink, very popular. Flip, this was a resistance level, and we had a resistance level here. So you see the breakout, boom. And then now we're doing the same thing, finding some support above this level. We're on a weekly. Daily, looking to cross up possibly here. So if Bitcoin and Ethereum can make strong moves, I think Chainlink will be able to follow possibly. You can see, and you can do some charting on the RSI. A bit of a daily uptrend there needs to hold. If you break below, you could retest back down this resistance flip support at 1780. Chainlink targets, I don't know, short term. I mean, we're just in this massive uptrend here, and I'm just playing around real quick. You can see you're at a resistance there right now, sort of. Depends how you want to draw that. I mean, with this one, I would just look at market caps, basically comparative. If I go over to CoinGecko and look at Chainlink, it's around 10 billion, Litecoin 10 billion, XRP 17 billion, Ethereum's at 175 billion. So it depends if Bitcoin can go to 200K, 300K. If Bitcoin can go to 300K, can Chainlink go to 100 billion? 300K Bitcoin, would be about a 10x from here. So this is 600 billion, and this is what I do with market caps. So that would be 300,000 would be a 6.7, let's just say a 6 trillion market cap. That would be a 10x for Bitcoin. It's going to take a lot less money to move Chainlink, all right? So if Bitcoin can 10x, I think Chainlink could at least 10x as well, and that would be 100 billion. A 10x from here would be a $240 Chainlink. So is $100 reasonable? I think $100 is reasonable as well. All right, let's keep it back to the charts. Keep it going. Litecoin is moving with the majors. First adoptions, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and third is Litecoin. If institutions already got their Bitcoin and Ethereum, they might be dabbling in Litecoin. It's, you saw when PayPal added Bitcoin, it added Ethereum and Litecoin as well. And I'm looking at a target around 220. And you're looking at this breakout right now, this downside, a lot like Bitcoin actually, okay? So I think Ethereum, and this is good to see on Litecoin as well. We just need to see an uptick in volume and approach 220. It'll follow Bitcoin step by step, I think. All right, 19 minutes. All right, so I'm going to go a little faster here. YFI daily Stoke crossed up, finding support along 30K, around 29K, flipping resistance as support. Hopefully it can finally, it's kind of a laggard compared to Uni and Aave. I'd like to see it back to 40K, all right? One YFI equals 1 BTC. All right, Uniswap, huge run. This is just, this looks like a SpaceX to the top. So could it get a pullback? It's possible. Not, the place I want to be buying in. I'm letting it ride, as I said. If it gets a nice dip, but down here, a Stoke cross up from the bottom, great entry. You could see there was a breakout there. That was great. And that was down here, all right? So, this is where I was, down in here. So up here, I'm just kind of chilling right now. I think Uniswap has a great future. Seems like the Reddit crowd, likes the decentralized idea of crypto. Uniswap is a good one for that. KSM in the Polkadot ecosystem, it loves doing these sideways consolidation, break higher, sideways consolidation, break higher. Same deal here. Looking for this stoke to cross up. You're going to need, some volume to tick up as well, like you saw there. So still in a sideways consolidation, in my opinion. Aave is a lot like Uniswap. It could have a pullback. It's run up quite a bit. This was a nice consolidation. Broke your high, retested it, bounced. These are things you're looking for. GRT. Did I have okay, I have some fib targets for you. 1.16, so $1.16, $1.75 about. And that was using fib extensions. For me, most importantly, are these horizontals, especially if you don't have that much price action. So broke above that previous daily candle body high, and looking to see if we can flip that as support around 75 cents. All right, but daily stoke possibly could cross down here. Needs a bounce. If you look at the 4-hour, still coasting down, so I don't know about that. We'll have to see. We'd like to see that hold. Otherwise, maybe something like that, something down there, just using that previous high. Okay, band was in a sideways consolidation. Stoke crossed up, breaking above. I think it could approach $15. Atom flipping a potential resistance. I can't say it's not playing out that special, but we did see this flip as from resistance to support, basically, right in here. And your resistance, that's your all-time high. It's going to be right there around 969, 950. Resistance on Atom, but daily stoke crossed up. Looks good, but maybe consolidate between this level here, 950 and 650. We'll have to see. So you want to start breaking that. I mean, you are putting in high, higher high, low, higher low. So that's great to see. And I got way too many more to go look at. I do not own XRP. I do not own Doge, but I have them still here just to take a look at. Daily stoke cross back down. Not great. 4-hour is now ranging between 3 cents and 2.5 cents. Possibly a low and a higher low. You just got to break this level here next, I guess. If you do break, I mean, you got to break above 3.5 cents, and then your resistance around 5 cents if you're on Doge. But these guys are losing their steam. XRP, after that huge pump, 50 cents was a critical level. You actually saw resistance, pumped above, dumped down below 50 cents again, but finding support above this level here. Right there, you can see that little bounce. So support around 33 cents, I would say. Resistance 50 cents, but again, that pump there was on the Telegram thing. People learning their lesson in pump and dumps, okay? But like I said, Doge, XRP, not. Maybe in another video I can go through some of these lower altcoins, okay? XLM, people like XLM, so let me finish with this one. If you like XRP, XLM is very similar as far as their function, but XLM has collaboration, works with USDC stablecoin. A lot more things going for it. Some larger companies, I want to say IBM, but you have a resistance here at 44 cents, and you can see if you zoom out, where's this level horizontal coming from? You're above it for now, that's good. So you saw this previous resistance around 28 cents. So 28 cents support, 44 cents resistance, break above that. target 68 cents, and then maybe all-time highs. Weekly does look like a straight parabola, but that's what crypto does when it starts moving. Your weekly stoke is up. All right, that's good on Stellar. XLM, thanks for watching. It's been 25 minutes. Hit that like for the algos one more time, and I'm out. Rolly roll.